What is the closest attribute or thing that matters to the ECB after this announcement? Is it GDP? Is it the price of hydrocarbons? Is it what Mr. Putin does? What's the variable that matters now for Lagarde?
Well, the ECB's mandate, the ECB's merit is quite clear, and that is about inflation. So, strictly speaking, it should definitely be the outlook for price growth, the outlook for inflation. And I think today's meeting had two interesting things. First of all, it highlighted the 75 basis points hike as front-loading. And secondly, it kept on reiterating that meeting-by-meeting approach. And in my view, given the fact that inflation is running at 9% currently, way above the ECB's target, which is slightly below the 2%. It doesn't give me confidence that that inflation is taking priority over everything else. So in that sense, and I think that's the big takeaway from the statement so far, of course, we'll see what the press conference brings us, is that there is still an enormous weight on the growth outlook. And that weight could potentially go up or down depending on how growth pans out. But again, this is not a central bank that communicates that inflation is the top priority, as it should be, and we will find it and we will keep at it, like the Fed said.
Given that, Vasileios, do you expect the euro to decline more significantly versus the dollar, because that, you believe, will ultimately be the message from this rate decision?
Look, I think today's statement so far, absent any major surprises from the press conference, I don't think it's positive. It's supportive of the euro. But outside the ECB, there also the elephant in the room is global growth, and that's the elephant in the room of the euro. As long as global growth remains muted, very muted, and as long as China keeps going on with a zero COVID policy and the unwillingness to stimulate meaningfully, it will not bail out global growth. And as long as this does not happen, it is very unlikely that euro is going to find any support. So long story short, yes, I'll be selling the euro.